John Twist of University Motors. I'm all dressed up today to make a nice video. How's that, huh? Usually I'm in my crummy work clothes. Today I want to talk about the earlier midgets and the earlier midget exhaust manifolds. So you can see that we've got the whole side of the engine stripped off here. And the reason I've got it stripped off is to change the manifold. Now this was the original manifold that went on the side of the engine. And it's got this ball on the bottom here, and there's the exhaust pipe comes up and goes over that ball. And then there's a clamp, which I have here someplace here, and this clamp goes around it and holds it all together. But look at the holes in these clamps. Those are all burned out. Those are all burned out. And look at all the black on this. This is all exhaust gases. This thing was absolutely roaring. It was, how could it be fun to drive a car with the exhaust roaring like that? So anyway, that was the setup that they used on the Midget, and it wasn't just the Midget. They used it on some of the Magnets. Later on, the later MGBs have got the same idea, but it's dramatically improved, the 75 through 80 MGBs, the exhaust on those. Instead of this, I'm going to use this. Look how cool this is. It's got studs. It's like an MGA. It's like an MGB, like an MGC. It's got studs, and you actually have a donut in there that you draw the exhaust pipe up, and it won't leak. So this is the dramatic improvement on that Midget manifold. We're also changing the other stuff and cleaning it up. Houston's going to come down and sort of focus on this area here. I got him all cleaned up. I got him cleaned up with a razor blade first, and then I used a die grinder with a wire wheel on the end, or like a Dremel tool, a super Dremel tool, to get the gasket off the cylinder head that actually had come off the gasket here, which had broken away. So I'm going to replace the exhaust gasket, of course, with a new gasket here. That'll go on. And then, because I can't help myself, of course I've chased the threads on all four of these studs, so the new nuts will go on. I've got the intake manifold all nice and cleaned on the back side. This is a really slick thing on the later Midgets, are these rings that allow this manifold to fit right in here. There's a relief. There's no chance of it leaking. So I took the studs out of here to clean up the studs. I'll put the studs back in when we put it back together, cleaned up all the individual pieces. So this stuff is all going to fit back in here really nicely. This is a right-hand drive Midget, but it's, and I'm not quite sure the year, it might be something like 68, but it uses the Smith's PCV valve here on the side. This is still kind of nasty looking. I'll clean him up before he goes back on. But I'm not repainting anything, I'm just cleaning it up. So sort of restoring the patina, does that even make sense? But it'll look really nice and original when I'm done with it. This has been painted before. This manifold could not have remained looking like this since it was new. But the color's great, and it looks wonderful, and there's just no point doing anything more to it. I surfaced the mating flanges here, and I cleaned up the backside here. It'll work out very, very nicely. I have yet to work with the carburetors and get those all nice and straight, and clean those up too, just to make them look nice. If it looks nice, it's going to run nice. Anyway, that's my comments for today about changing the exhaust manifold on an earlier Midget to the flanged style so you don't have that friggin' exhaust leak. So this car will sound so much nicer when it's done. And until then, safety fast.